I was arrested the first time when I was 16 years old for 6 months. The second time I was 18 for 4 months of administrative detention, and the last time I was arrested for 7 years in 205, and I was released in the exchange with the prisoners exchange in 2011. So I changed 7 prisons during my detention. I went to بير السبع, هدرين, جلبوع, شطة, ريمونيم. These are the name of prisons. During our transportation, the circumstances are very difficult, and we could see on the handcuffs that it was written that they were made in England, the handcuffs.
And where did you go for interrogation initially?
I went to Al-Maskoubiya, it's in Jerusalem.
And what were the conditions like in Al-Maskoubiya?
The circumstances were very difficult. We are isolated totally from the families, and we are interrogated more than 20 hours per day.
And you told a story about...
Yes, my father was in the hospital, and they brought him to make the pressure on me after 10 days of my after 10 days when they were arrested.
And how did they make pressure by bringing your father there?
Because I knew that my father was sick, and he was in the hospital, and I thought that he will be more ill or something like that. Of course, if we want to resume or brief the circumstances of the prisoners' detention, who are very difficult and not human, because Israeli put all the pressure and tension on the prisoners to let them crack their psychology. So we can speak about 111 prisoners who are in the Israeli prisons more than 20 years. There are 1,000 prisoners who are sick in the Israeli prisons with different maladies, and not all of them they get the treatment adapted for their maladies. We can speak also about the young prisoners who are suffering from difficult circumstances, who are judged in the illegal military courts in the West Bank, and Israel refuse the intervention of any local or international association for supporting the prisoners, and especially the young prisoners. We have also the issue of the visits of the prisoners who are, for example, the prisoner of Gaza didn't get a visit from 2006 until 2011, and many families of the West Bank prisoners didn't have the authority to get the visits for months and for years, because they didn't have the permission to get out of the West Bank. I have also the issue of the prisoners who are in the isolation. Some of them spent more than 10 years in the isolation, in difficult circumstances, who are totally isolated from sometimes from their families, but also from other prisoners.